I bet with Interbet only. They're a fantastic site. I've never had any issues with them. They are very professional. There's never a problem. You deposit money, 2 seconds later it's in your account. You withdraw, which I do very occasionally, and I believe it's also 2 seconds it's in your account.
Two hurdles left to negotiate as we go into race number 7 at 16:10 over the mile trip. So you've got at this stage of the game 7 runners, a small field assembled, and you're going to have to see how you play this race because it's not a big field, and you have to try and find the horse that you make the horse to beat. Looking at the current betting, joint favourites numbers 5 and 7 and Vulazana, number 7 Maria Carolina at 3-1, number 3 Zinakele is 7-2, number 1 Lady Macbeth is trading at around 9-2. That's with number 6 Chelsea Flower. Rahil, let's just give a comment on each and every runner. I'll touch on number 1 Lady Macbeth, which is from the Lorenzo Karim stable. 4th to Luna Eclipse in the penultimate run. The last run was a good run behind Lady Serena, an average rating of a 78. It was an 85 handicap. On that occasion, slow, ran on late. Let's look at the distance. Yet to win over the trip, 3 runs, but 2 fourth placings. But I think her style of running suggests she'll get the 1600 on this occasion, and I think she could be the horse that Mbulazana has most to fear from. On to number 2, Blazing Astute.
Yeah, number 2, Blazing Astute, yet to win over the 1600 meter trip, and last time out, beaten 6.5 lengths behind Sing for Winter when Donald Geertsen took the ride. That was in an apprentice 74 handicap. She's drawn in gate number 2 with Nicholas Patel aboard, a horse maybe for back end of trifectas and quartets. Number 3, the Hollywood Syndicate, runner for Atandiwe Mkutwa.
There we go, those yellow and purple silks again. Atandiwe Mkutwa will be looking to do good, and he has done exceptionally well in Zinakele. They won beating Kitty Boy's Girl. They followed out the maidens beating Sleek as Silk, and then a decent 4th behind Royal Kitty last time out. So another runner that you have to give very healthy respect to, and both wins have been achieved on the poly track. Steps up to the 1600 for the first time. So let's see how Zinakele goes. And then the Moorwing stable, they've brought numbers down on the day. Number 4, Angel's Wish. Looking at the form, some fair form to recommend?
Yeah, she does have fair form. She brings some fair high-file form. Over the distance, she's had a 3/3 and 1/4. She has a nice handy weight, 53.5, and we'll see how she does go. But a horse that I give more of a place chance to than a winning one. Number 5, Invulazana. Is she going to be the top choice for you?
I think she's got to be the top choice. If you look at her last run, she finished 3rd to Lady Serena. The penultimate run, she beat Aisling, who's come out to frank the form. And I was touching on number 1, Lady Macbeth. I thought that was originally the horse to beat. On the 30th of November, 1.4 lengths behind Lady Serena. 1.10 lengths was Invulazana. Yet to win on the poly. She's had 4 runs for the 2 third positions on that occasion, but you just get the feel she's the horse that they've probably all got to beat, whereas Lady Macbeth has got the 2 wins on the poly, so she sets her standard, but she's yet to win over the 1600 meter trip. Then we move on to number 6, Chelsea Flower. And what makes this race so competitive, if you look at their recent runs, they've all been right up there, so you can't discount any of them.
Absolutely. Chelsea Flower, she'll be the top choice for me at 9-2 in the market. And Serena Moodley rides for Carl Hewitson here. Last time out, I'm just going to put it down that the trip was too far off, 2-4. She took on the boys and she moved up to a point. And then the final bit, she just peaked on effort. So beaten 3 lengths behind Rockfall. Back against same-sex company. 1600 meters, win over the distance. She's on a mark of 73, which is her last winning mark, which did come on the poly track when winning over 2000 meters. And despite it being over 1600, I'm not concerned at all. I think that she'll give you a good run for your money. And Sereno Moodley takes a ride. I think that he's been doing a bit of work for Carl Hewitson of late. Therefore, he's possibly gotten the ride ahead of Keegan DeMello. But whatever the case may be, whether Keegan chose Lady Macbeth over Chelsea Flower or Sereno got the ride on Chelsea Flower ahead of Keegan, personally, it doesn't affect my decision here. I'm going to be with Chelsea Flower. I think she's possibly the one that they all have to beat. She's got the poly form, and I think that she'll go extremely close back against same-sex company. And then we have number 7, Maria Carolina, who is distance suited, but yet to win on the poly. And what do you make of returning off arrest?
Yeah, that is a slight concern. 73 days off. She's quite a bulky individual, Maria Carolina. She's a horse who's been rated by the stable. She's done exceptionally well for him. So keep an eye on her in the ring. See if she sweats up. See how she goes down to the start, and a close eye on the market. Just getting back to Chelsea Flower. She ran behind Bella Sacombe, who came through to win the feature race the other day. So the form line not too bad there, so keeping a close eye on these horses. But all in all, very, very tricky. Watch them in the preliminaries, watch them go down to the start and behind the gates, and see where the race time money comes.
My name's Danny Diliberto, founder of Ladles of Love. It was founded back in 2014. Communities we work with are all over the peninsula, and we're working with 138 beneficiaries now. We've grown exponentially. We've been able to do that because of all the kindness that we have experienced from individuals and corporates such as Interbet, who just want to be part of the change.